You're watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kansas Speedway. It's the IVRL 140 from Kansas Speedway. We're sponsored by Buttkicker. Every week, they're out here sponsoring this great league, the IVRL, and this is another great example as we'll get a good night of racing once again. Myself, that's Randy Pepper, alongside my good buddy, Nicholas.
I don't know
bad.
what that was.
That was bad.
It's a nice intro, but thanks for the intro.
I was trying to be like the horror guy, because I'm looking at some of these cars and almost get that horror instinct with some of them after watching Tom Schuett do that road course thing.
Oh, that was awesome. Watching Tom Schuett on the road course, that was pretty funny.
So let me do that. Nick Adams.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kansas Motor Speedway for 140 laps, the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series. I mean, some of the best oval sim racers that I've personally seen out here, and you know.
At least this week. No,
yeah,
just kidding.
Yeah, they'll know this week. We'll see how the night goes. But we're going to do 140 laps here tonight and show off what these guys can do, I think.
You know, look at all the paint schemes. Did people change their cars or something? What's going on with this?
So a lot of people brought in new paint schemes this week. It was actually something I wanted to mention before we got going. I mean, Juan Mauro Garza, he's got the new AT&T scheme. Thomas Carino with his Chevy scheme like normal. We got, where is it? Hold on. There's another one. Cody McKinney back running the Overton Speed Shop machine. Ira Colhaas still with the Pepsi. Josh Gatbright still with that. Dude Wipes machine of Harvey Abrams has a little bit of a different look on it this week. We got Adam Wood, who's down there in 16th with the Subway Ford Mustang this week. Subway, eat fresh, or don't go near Jared.
Hi, you mind dropping the soap? Oh boy! Sorry, iRacing. I didn't mean to say that.
He's looking at Ryan Cliver right there in the new FedEx machine that he painted this week. So that's a nice new '54 FedEx machine. So yeah,
I'd say Tom Schuett's car. Tom Schuett's car is different too. He's got kind of a Winston modified looking, old school, with that orange and into that pink and black.
Yeah, who are you looking at?
Tom Schuett. I don't believe that's the same car.
Do you have Trading Paints running?
Yes, I do.
What's the hood on Tom Schuett's car say?
I will have to change my view.
Does it say small engine? Fort Atkinson Small Engine LLC.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So
small engine, yeah. But the side of the car, if you look at the side car.
That's the same paint scheme. I just think the side sponsor might be different. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, okay. I just don't remember that orange drifting up into that big 37 the way it is.
Oh, also, Charles Gierick, as we've been calling him. got with me this week, and we are so far wrong, it's not even funny.
What is it?
Uric.
Uric.
No, Uric.
Uric.
J-U-R-I-K.
So there is, the G is silent.
The G-Y is silent, and they sound like a J, and there's an unspelt J in that last name. And the E is an I, so it's Juric.
You know what? Uric, whatever. Dude, if we pronounce your name right once, we'll be lucky. I'm sorry. That's just the bottom line, and I'm sticking to it.
Randy's been saying Uric. I've been saying Uric. At least I was closer to Uric than you.
I don't think either one of us were even close.
I said
you had Garrick. I was saying Uric. Whatever.
No, you were saying like Uric or whatever. Anyhow, it's not important anymore. We know what it is. It's not important what it wasn't. We know what it is now. Anywho.
Folks, this is broadcasting. Sometimes we don't get all the memos correctly, especially with names like this. I mean, people would actually send us if you want us to pronounce your name exactly the way it is, please send it in a $5 envelope with your name spelled out, individually, so we get it correctly.
So really quick, in less than a month, we have our longest race of the season. It's the Charlotte Motor Speedway race. It's our tribute to the Troops Night on May 25th. At Charlotte that week, we are going to be running a little competition here inside the IVRL, hosted by none other than Patrick Gaspar, the diecast Dude 86 machine, for the best paint scheme that night. So how we're going to run it is we're going to get our viewers involved. We're still banging in some of the details, but we're going to pick our best paint scheme here from the booth. You guys are going to pick your best paint scheme. We're going to go on their page. We have a vote. I think that's what they're going to do. That's what I would do. We'll find out if that's exactly what they're going to do, but during the broadcast that night, I will put up a poll, and we'll shoot off a little bit of a poll here that night. I know that they're giving some iRacing bucks away for the best paint scheme over there, but I'll raise the stakes. The best scheme is chosen by our fans. I will give 20 iRacing dollars to.
Wow, you're being generous.
I am.
Wow. I'll throw in a guitar pick from the Guitar Addict.
See, I'm working for free. Randy Pepper's giving away guitar picks.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, it's got Guitar Addict on it. If you're lucky, maybe I'll reach into my old stash of Guns N' Roses picks and give you one of those, too.
Ooh. But, Randy, we're in Kansas. So, as Dorothy said, there is no
place like home.
So, for these boys in the IVRL tonight, if you're looking at a 1.5 mile track, you got to think Joseph Causey's sitting here saying, there's no place like home. 1.5 miles has been his forte this season.
Yeah, absolutely. That has definitely been his forte. And, I mean, how can you not just automatically go, Joseph Causey is going to win this race? But as we were talking earlier off camera, off mic, whatever you want to call it, we discussed some other players in this, and we came to a couple different guys we thought might have a chance of dethroning him tonight.
Yeah, we did. My pick tonight, I'm going to go with Will Cannon. I'm probably putting the pre-qualifying, broadcaster's curse on Mr. Cannon, but Will Cannon, that 08 machine, that Ford Mustang, has been one of the most consistent people in my eyes throughout most of the season. I mean, we've seen him consistently be up there battling for the win, battling for the lead. He won earlier this season at Phoenix. So I foresee, and he was very quick in practice. See how he does here in qualifying as he's out in the track, but that's my pick. Mr. Pepper, who are you picking tonight?
I'm going to go with the 65, Brandon Massey. That's going to be my pick tonight. Brandon is always consistent at every track we go to, and I think tonight he'll get a W.
So, Randy, you're not rooting for the Mountain Dew car tonight. You're rooting for the orange and white Chevy Camaro out there tonight.
Yes,
so make sure you pay attention to that.
I will try to. I was going to go with Adam Wood again, but Adam is good at this track. He was dominant, or not dominant, but he was, the guy to win last week. It eked it out at Talladega. But, I'm not going to say he's going to be great at this track, even though I'd like to say he would be, but I don't think this is going to be his track.
It's going to be interesting. Obviously, it's going to be extremely interesting. It's going to be a fun race. 140 laps. The stages are split up as follows for tonight. So 35 laps in stage 1, 35 laps in stage 2, and then a 70-lap shootout to the end. These guys get 6 set of tires tonight. Every time there's a caution, guarantee you go out and get tires. Almost guaranteed at Kansas Motor Speedway. It is one of the newer paved tracks on the circuit, but it is also one of the most abrasive new tracks that I've ever personally seen.
This track is has a love-hate relationship with a lot of people. I am one of those people. I like the track, but I don't really like to drive it. This has it can snake bite you in a hurry. I believe there's one car actually out here. I don't remember which car it was. I think it was Bob Carroll, the 28 car, who has a little snake on the top of his car. And that kind of reminded me how this track can kind of grab you off of turn 2 and on turn 4. I'm not really sure exactly where you feel it, but it's kind of in the bottom groove of the track. If you're in there wrong, you're going around. We saw a massive pileup during practice tonight. So I don't know. I think we're going to see a lot of green flag racing. Actually, I think we're going to have maybe a caution or two, but that's kind of to be expected tonight. But I think we're going to see a lot of green flag racing from these guys. At least I hope.
It would be nice. It would be nice to see a lot of green flag racing. We're watching Joseph Causey on his first of 2 laps here, so he's coming out. Running that high lane. Getting a nice little run. So right now we have Greg Holt and Ira Kohlhaas tied for the pole. Greg Holt wins out 30.08.
Barely.
Yeah, but barely. It was .002 between the 2 drivers. So
And you see this 32 of Juan Mauro Garza, who was fastest in practice. And he was the only driver, I believe, or actually one of only a couple drivers that actually hit the 29 mark.
yeah,
And usually don't see him that much up towards the front of the pack. And tonight, maybe we'll see a lot of Juan Mauro Garza, as I like to call him, Hector Garza, after one of my wrestling friends. So
Mr. Pepper, you want to set the stage?
Yeah, let me go. I will go through the top 10 here, and then you can handle the rest of them. All right? How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
On the pole tonight, the number 91, Greg Holt, the Toto Racing driver. His outside is going to be the number 29 Pepsi car of Ira Kohlhaas. Row 2, it's going to be Joseph Causey, the Toto Racing driver. Alongside him, it's going to be the number 7, Thomas Carino Jr. Row 3, it's Juan Mauro Garza and the 32. And to his outside, the 65 Mountain Dew driver, Brandon Massey. Row 4, it's Will Cannon and the 79 of Harvey Abrams. Row 5 is Cody McKinney in the 14 and 45 Subway driver of Adam S. Wood.
Row 6, you're going to see Brandon Key and Charles Urich. I'm going to get that right. I tell you, I'm going to get that right.
That's why I said you go ahead and do those guys.
Joshua Gathright in 13th, Patrick Gaspar in 14th as they round out row 7. Row 8, you're going to see Derek Schilling and Joey McKinney. In row 9, you're going to see Ryan Cliver and Michael Payne. Is that all we have today? Is 18 drivers?
No. You only see 18 drivers?
Yeah, no, I'm crazy. Never mind. Row 10, Shane Wielden and David Salter, both for Wolfpack Sim Racing. Row 11, Bob Carroll and Jaden Gimbel. And then rounding out the field in row 12, Tom Schuett and Tyler Walden. Both of them did not set a lap time in qualifying.
Tom Schuett said he did not like this track, and he's proving it.
Hey.
I think he did better on the road course. Y'all didn't see that. Before the race started, Tom Schuett was out in the middle of the track running the road course trying to set times. Unfortunately, none of them counted. So, we are in practice here at Kansas Speedway. Drivers are getting a little warmed up, ready to go 140 laps tonight. 3 stages will set them tonight, so.
It's going to be fun, Randy.
I'm hoping. I'm thinking it's going to be. I'm just watching these guys run around and get a little warmed up. And should be fun.
Should be very fun. As we are just moments away from going, from getting the green flag here in Kansas. Before we go green tonight, we're going to go ahead and take a pause for the cause. Hear a little bit of information from one of our biggest sponsors in Guitar Addict.
For 20 years, the Guitar Addict has been your home for used and vintage guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at GuitarAddict.com. The Guitar Addict is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Addict has all the guitars you need. And bass players, they haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Addict, located at 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flemish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at GuitarAddict.com. Getting ready to go green flag racing here in just a few as the field is warming up here in the IVRL Buttkicker 140 tonight. It's me, Randy Pepper, and Nick Adams on a beautiful night here.
Yeah, that guy from that Guitar Addict ad, man. What are we going to do with that guy?
I don't know, somebody needs to cut his hair and dye it one color, for
like
God's
I said,
sake.
It almost looks like a mullet.
It almost looks like a mullet, but I believe that's called a 70s shag.
The 70s shag.
Yes,
you know,
the
it's
mullet
almost
is
like
cut
you
around
know,
the ears.
It's like you almost know about a 70s shag. Randy, are you trying to tell us something?
I'll admit it. I'm old. I'm old as hell. I'm actually as old as I can remember when Kiss came out.
Wow.
That's how old I am.
Yeah, that's old.
That's old. A lot of people think that Kiss was a band from the 80s. And no, they're actually a band from 1973. I didn't get into them till about 1975. I was just a little kid, and saw this band with face paint and said, "Oh, I want to be just like those guys." So,
just like those guys, huh, Randy?
Yeah.
You want
to be just like I want to spit blood on my neighbors.
Oh, that's concerning.
I'll tell you a really quick story before we go green flag. I used to get chicken blood and put sugar in it, and then I would go in front of restaurants and spit the blood out in front of the windows.
You would do what?
Yeah, I just told you I would spit blood out in front of while the people were eating in the restaurants and then spit blood out.
What the hell?
Nothing like a little 13-year-old kid doing that to you, huh?
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about any of that.
Oh well.
Anyhow.
Hey, we're gonna go green flag racing anyway. So who cares about me spitting chicken blood out?
I mean, I'm still deathly concerned.
Oh well.
But
hey, you know what? I'm still living at my age, and what they say, oh, you don't want to eat that. Well, I ate that, and I'm still living. So, I also I'm proud to say that I did get my second shot today for the vaccine. So, hopefully that'll either I'll be around for a lot longer, or I will be picking up channels I didn't know that were in Yugoslavia.
Oh my gosh. Randy, did you see who was on the poll tonight? Or on the outside poll, I should say?
Yeah, I did. It's Ira Kohlhaas, our good buddy, the number 29 Pepsi car.
It is Ira Kohlhaas. I'm excited for Ira. I enjoy Ira Kohlhaas. I've enjoyed talking with him when we've gotten to speak with him before. So it's nice to see him up here. He deserves to have this good start tonight. And we'll actually take a look at Mr. Ira Kohlhaas from Woodlawn, Tennessee. The number 29, racing for Bohica Esports. It's definitely something to be excited for. As the pace car is off, Mr. Pepper.
Field is stacked up 2 by 2. Here we go back to green flag racing for the first night in the IVRL. They are on the gas, and Greg Holt pulls out by a half a car length over Ira Kohlhaas, who's on his outside. They make their way into turn number 1. Greg Holt with a back bumper full of, here comes, who else but Joseph Causey. Causey's not wasting any time tonight, getting on the back bumper of his teammate, looking to the outside as they go down into turn number 3 for the first time.
Through 3 and 4, you see Ira Kohlhaas slide up to the outside. Joseph Causey sideways, though. Joseph Causey's going to go around. Joseph Causey's going to go around out of 4, and we have a big one right away. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars now involved. Man, oh man, Randy Pepper, a mistake from our points leader has taken out a bunch of good cars here.
I'm in shock. I cannot believe it. I said there could be problem.
Oh my goodness.
Problem for one of our best racers in the league.
Randy, we're going to take a look and we're going to see what happened. And I mean, I have a feeling about what happened already. I think it's,
I know what happened. He got loose and lost it.
He did. It's cold tires, but man, oh man, let's take a look, folks. Joseph got loose out of turn 4. He got into Juan Mauro Garza, who went for a ride through the grass. We go back further on in the incident, though, and you see Joshua Gathright, his teammate, get involved down there. He went off into the grass, and it was just a cluster up there. Man, oh man. Randy, you know who we're going to go on board with?
Adam Wood?
No, well, yes, we're going to go on board with Adam Wood here in a moment. But first, let's go on board with Joey McKinney, because how he got through this, I have no idea. So you look up in front of Joey McKinney, and he sees everybody spinning, and he just drives right through it.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Adam Wood's another man we should go on board with here. Did Adam Wood...
Adam was a little ways back.
Wait a second. Did Adam Wood...
He didn't even start.
He didn't start!
What in the world happened to
man.
Adam?
I'm not sure, but we'll go, we'll watch the Joseph Causey incident here. So we'll watch from Joseph's perspective. Came down the track. Will Cannon by inches got out of that. Oh, Randy, your pick was involved in that pretty severely.
Yours is second place right now.
Yes, yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to stack the field back up for you. Even though it's only 2 laps in, I mean, Randy.
We got a whole different perspective of drivers right now.
We do. All of a sudden, the top 5 is totally different. You got Greg Holt in first, Will Cannon in second, Thomas Carino in third, Josh Gathright in fourth, Charles Urich in fifth, Patrick Gaspar in sixth, Joey McKinney in seventh, Bob Carroll in eighth, Derek Schilling in ninth, and Jaden Gimbel in 10th. Randy, there's like 11 cars on the track right now that don't have damage.
That's amazing. You know, the thing is, and I'm going to tell you what, I think that Causey kind of jinxed himself. Joseph Causey usually starts towards the back of the pack and kind of makes his way up through the pack. Does he not?
Usually Joseph does not start on the at the front. Yes, you're right.
Right. So he started up towards the front. He tried to run hard on the first lap, which he normally never does, and it snake bit him.
Well, Randy, we must be in Kansas.
There's a tornado coming?
There's a tornado coming, and Patrick Gaspar earlier tonight challenged me to make references to the Wizard of Oz during the broadcast. He asked me who has no brain, who has no heart. Well, the bonehead move of the race, because of Patrick Gaspar, goes to Joseph Causey.
Absolutely.
First lap of the race, get a little bit loose. Things happen. Mistakes, they happen. So, things happen.
I think the side of his car didn't say Tito. It actually said Toto.
Toto was calling him home, Randy. Toto was calling him home. Now we have to figure out who has no heart. And I already think I know who has no heart. And that's going to be Greg Holt, because he's going to be sitting there going, well, my teammate wrecked behind me, but I don't care because now I have a clear track in front of me. So no heart tonight is going to go to Greg Holt.
Okay. All right. I gotcha.
And the Wicked Witch that gets the house dropped on her, that's Patrick Gaspar.
I was gonna wasn't gonna say anything, but I was gonna agree with you that either way. So.
And then Adam Wood is the
cowardly lion.
Yeah, he's the lion. He is. He's the cowardly lion because he left so early. So Patrick, you challenged me. I succeeded. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Oh. I don't like this very much. We're going green flag racing. Hey, Golden jumps out to the quick lead right off the bat. Here we go. Green flag racing once again. Will Cannon is right behind him just by one car length, maybe two.
Oh, I
and
hate
then
you.
back it's another two car lengths back to Joshua Cartwright. And then Thomas Carino is fourth, and fifth is Patrick Gaspar.
We have
right now. It's Greg Holt leading them down into turn number 3.
Greg Holt in the turn 3 all the way down to the bottom of the track. Right behind him, Will Cannon. Behind him, you see the teammate of Greg Holt, Joshua Gathright. He's going to make the move down the front stretch. He's going to try to take that second position down off into turn 1. We'll see if he can get there, Randy.
He is trying. He's on the back bumper of his car. He'll look to the inside. He's trying to make a move. He's got a run coming off of turn number 2. Alongside, Will Cannon is on the inside of Greg Holt, and he's going to steal that lead as they get into turn number 3.
Through 3 and 4, Mr. Pepper, I don't think that was a steal. I think that was a power move. Will Cannon starting to... Oh, he's going to dive down to the inside. Greg Holt into turn number 1. We'll see the battle for the lead continue off into 1.
And Greg Holt got the lead back once again, just barely after the line. He's out front by one car length over Cannon. Will Cannon try to steal that line and try to get the lead back, or will he follow in suit down into turn number 3 and off into 4?
Out of turn 4, down the long front stretch here at Kansas. We're going to see Josh Gathright use all the back bumper of Will Cannon, trying to get a big run down into 1 as we see battles throughout the field. But this is the most entertaining one right now. We'll keep an eye on the rest of the field, but through 1 and 2, we have a battle for the lead, heating up down the back stretch, Randy.
Down the back straightaway still, it's one car length lead with Holt out in front of Cannon. Gathright is right there in striking distance as well, as he's running that number 89, following every move that Cannon makes, and just waiting for that moment to catch his teammate as they go down into turn number 1.
That is the truth. But Randy Pepper, we have a man on a mission since the restart, and his name is Charles Urich in the 76 Ford Mustang. That Fallout machine, hard out of turn 2. He's going to come towards Thomas Carino and Harvey Abrams behind him. We have a few cars on the move here, Randy, after the restart. Man, oh man, we got a battle for the lead that's going to heat up here, and a battle for the top 5 that's heating up behind them.
Yeah, there's just battles all over the place right now until we form that conga line, which we know is going to come sooner or later. People are going to start realizing they have to start getting their stuff together and start concentrating on the long end of this race, because you got a lot of racing to go. in this race tonight.
Harvey Abrams squeezed Patrick Gaspar up out of turn 2, but right behind him is the 87 of Derek Schilling. Derek Schilling was involved in that lap 1 crash. He was sideways in the front stretch, and now he's in 7th. Derek Schilling moving back through the pack as we see Joey McKinney in 8th, but to the inside of Patrick Gaspar in a 1 and 2. Here comes Harvey Abrams with that Dude Wipes machine, a power move. He'll try to get the slide job off of 2. He's going to complete it this time as he clears Patrick Gaspar down the backstretch.
Well, he's almost cleared him. He's still side by side. He's working inside of him, and he'll clear him. Now he's working on the number 79 car of Harvey Abrams. Abrams may lose the spot to him as well as they go across the line. And no, he'll have to follow suit as they go into turn number 1.
We have a battle for 4th heating up as well, Randy Pepper. Thomas Carino Jr. just got passed by Charles Urich. Charles Urich is the best driver on the track right now, by far the fastest man on the track, and that number Fallout 76 machine is moving. He is moving towards the front here as we complete lap number 13 as we come out of 4.
He's like a grizzly bear, just working around, stalking his prey out there on the track. Good looking car, that 76. Yurick's car is one of the faster cars definitely on the track. He started 12th, now he's running 4th. Was not involved in that major mishap that Causey had on the first lap. Thank God for him as he works his way all by himself.
Speaking of people who were involved in that incident on lap 1, we're going to take a look back here at your pick for the win tonight. If I can find him. I lost him. There he is. Brandon Massey. Brandon Massey on the track is in about P9 on track in positions. But right now in the live timing and scoring, he is 18th, a lap down. But right now, Brandon Massey is on a mission. He wants to be the car that is the first car 1 lap down. He wants to get back on the lead lap, and he's showing, even with that damage to the right, to the back end, he still has the pace as him and Patrick Gaspar almost come together down the front stretch.
Yeah, that's a little bumping and banging there. I'm surprised that that Patrick Gaspar is actually putting up that much of a fight around him, knowing that he is a lap down. I would think you just kind of let the guy run his own race and not worry about him because, you know, he's no threat to you. He's a lap down, but no, that they're racing like it's for and Massey gets into the wall, but he keeps it going in the right direction. Wow.
Brandon Massey was one of the gentlemen involved in that first lap incident, as well as Ira Kohlhaas. We take a look at Ira Kohlhaas, who's back on the lead lap and is sitting pretty in P15. He has a little bit of damage, but he still has speed. Ira Kohlhaas started in 2nd. Right now, he's down to 15th. But as this race continues, he can move up, as we see, as he is still on the lead lap. He still has a chance. So he's going to be one of those people we're going to keep an eye on, Randy. He's still consistently one of the faster guys in the track right now.
It's almost amazing. If you look at the back spoiler of that car, it is so far straight up in the air, and the back is all crumpled and everything. It's amazing he can even drive that car around this track tonight because it's just messed up.
Let alone be fast. The fact that he's able to drive the car on the track right now is a heck of a thing. But we see right behind him Adam Wood in the number 45, who's 5 laps down. Maybe Adam Wood had some sort of issue here before the race started because there's no damage on that car, so he wasn't involved in an incident. He might have had some sort of technical issue before the race began. But it's a shame as Adam is 5 laps down and he's continued to have a pretty rough season here as we go along. So he needs to, after last week's win, he's locked into the playoffs, but that doesn't mean, he doesn't want to win more races and be consistent.
Yeah, and he actually I checked my First Response Racing feed here, and it said my PC took a crap right as soon as we took the green flag.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's what happened to Adam. So, but he is 5 laps down, and at least he's not going to finish last.
No, he will not finish last. But we are going to take a look, Mr. Pepper, as we come within 15 laps to go here in stage 1 at the leader, at Greg Holt. Mr. Holt has given himself a little bit of a gap here, about a second on Will Cannon, and then another half second back to Josh Gathright. But the question is Greg Holt going to go through those tires before anybody else?
I don't know. Without any challenges or anything like that, he can kind of run his own race. I mean, he's a second out, out in front. I think he can kind of run his own thing and save those tires if he wants to. Just depends on what he wants to do. He is running a lot higher line that some of the other guys are, and that's definitely going to save the tires.
That is for sure going to save the tires, being up that high on the track, as we see him dive off into turn one and stay right up in the middle of the racetrack. Greg Holt, as we have a battle for third right now between Charles Gehrick and Joshua Gathright. Down the backstretch, side by side, even the Ford Mustang on the inside, the Toyota Camry on the outside, and Charles Gehrick is going to throw it off into 3 and 4. He's going to try to complete the slide job maybe out of 4. He's going to slide up, and he's not even going to need to complete the slide job, Randy Pepper. Power move by Charles Gehrick puts him in the 3rd spot.
Gehrick is moving. He's got that grizzly car going wherever he wants. That Ford Mustang is looking out tonight here at Kansas Speedway in the IVRL Buttkicker Series 140. So this is good to see him have a good run in that 76 car tonight.
Definitely is. He couldn't put it together in qualifying. He had a rough qualifying, ended up starting 14th, but he has moved his way through the field. Obviously, that first lap incident helped him, but being up now to P3, and he hasn't gotten around some slouches. Thomas Carino, Patrick Gaspar, Harvey Abrams, those guys are fast drivers. Joshua Gathright, he's one of the fastest guys in the league, and he is about a 1/10 of a second faster right now per lap than our leader, Greg Holtz.
That's great. He's got some hooking up to do. He's got to just gain about a second and a half, and he'll lead the race. Hey, we're only 24 laps into this thing, 25 actually. So we got a long ways to go. 10 more laps, and that will complete this stage number 1. So, I mean, this is, stage 1 is just the feel-out stage. This is where you feel out, find out what's happening, watch your competitors, and see who's got what. And then stage 2 and stage 3, it's gloves are off.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, after what we saw in the first lap, everybody kind of calmed down a little bit. They got out there and they said, hey, we're going to do what we can to make ourselves have to survive. Yes.
Survive. That's the main thing you want to do. I mean, these races are long. These aren't like a lot of leagues run, 70 laps or whatever. This thing is 140 laps around a tough, challenging track. Kansas Speedway is no slouch. You gotta, keep in it. Otherwise, you're liable to lose it. Like I'm watching Charles Gehrick there. He got loose coming off of turn number 4. So there's no time to let your guard down.
There is not. As we look at Brandon Massey at this point in time on the track, though, Randy, he is about P9 on the racetrack. He has driven himself up there. He's passed some pretty quick cars, and I really do believe that if Brandon Massey can get back on the lead lap here, which should happen at the stage break, that Brandon Massey is the guy to watch as he comes back through the field. Oh, Tom Schuett. He got a little loose. Him and the 87 of Derek Schilling got together out of turn 4, but they both keep it straight.
I tell you, have you even looked at Joseph Causey's car?
I have not looked at it since he crashed. Let me look. That's not a race car.
No, that's not a race car.
Before this race started, I was running SK modified races. I got my D license. I finally put it all together and got my D license. So I was running SK modifieds before this, and that's what that looks like. It looks like an SK modified.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Actually, I think there's more body work in an SK modified.
I believe you're correct.
I know that there's a rear clip on an SK modified that isn't on this car anymore.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's definitely not one of the cars that run at Stafford Motor Speedway for sure.
Nope, that's those aerodynamics that are on there right now, they're not working.
What aerodynamics?
that's what I'm saying.
You mean the air running through the front and out the back?
Hey, you know what he doesn't have a problem with? His brakes aren't overheating, and neither is his radiator.
No.
He could push you all the way around the track. He'd never blow up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a tough break for Causey, But Causey, I mean, I mean, we talked about this. He doesn't have to really worry about anything until the chase starts.
Yes.
Once he gets to then he
If
has
this
to worry
happens
about
in
what
the
he's doing.
chase, if this happens in the chase, we're talking about the most dominant driver of the season, possibly not getting out of the first round if this type of stuff happens in the chase.
Yeah, this would be like, Kyle Busch in the early days.
Yeah, this would be like Kyle Busch or Kevin Harvick last year. It would be interesting to see. But obviously, we're a long way away. We're only in race number 11. We still got 14 more to go before we get to the chase here in the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series, where the winner of the league gets a butt kicker. Don't forget that. The winner takes home a butt. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, is that you sucked that back up? Did you butt kicker?
Ahem. Acid reflux and some hiccups all at the same time are not a pretty sight, especially for a commentator. So forgive me. Apparently my Mountain Dew didn't like me. Anyhow, let's try that again. The winner of the league gets a butt kicker. I believe it's a game or two, which is going to be, hey, if you get a game or two, everything you've done this year is worth it, because the game or two is the best piece of equipment on the market that will get you as close to a sim rig without buying a $3,000 sim rig. You get what is, pretty much a sim rig under your butt for $149. You can't beat that with a stick.
No, a buddy of mine has one. He loves it. He absolutely just says it's just amazing what
Does his wife sit in the chair a lot?
He lives in actually lives in a retirement community, and
so all the old ladies
nurses,
sit on the chair.
I think all the nurses and everybody loves it.
Hey, are you using that right now? No, I'm not. All right, good. I'm gonna take my 15-minute break on your chair. Bring me around the Nürburgring.
Medication time.
We're a white flag in stage one as we're looking at Greg Holt as he comes through 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Holt is going to get himself a little bit more momentum as Greg Holt's going to come out of turn 4 and win stage number 1 here at Kansas Speedway in the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series, and I believe that's his 3rd stage win of the year.
1 second and a half.
Okay, good. The caution did come out. I thought I pulled a Rick.
No, you didn't. You're right. You were correct.
So, Randy, Johnny Downey doesn't know how a butt kicker equates to a sim rig. Do you want to explain to him what a butt kicker does to your undercarriage?
Yeah, basically you sit it. I believe it just sits kind of underneath your seat, and it, like if you hit the rumble strips at like a road course or something like that, it just go the vibration just feels like you're hitting every one of those rumble strips. If you're just running around the track, it's just a continuous that vibration that you get. You hit the gas, it vibrates more. You let off the gas, it de-throttles itself. Yeah, so it just feels like you're sitting in a real race car.
So, I didn't say it makes you feel like you're in a sim rig. I said it's the closest thing you can get to a sim rig without spending $3,000.
No, but it's pretty close. Tell you what, yeah.
You know what's great about a butt kicker game or two, Randy, is these guys come down pit road? Connection is simple to any PC or gaming console, and because the game or two is audio driven, it works natively with all content. You feel the low end without making the room loud. You turn down or turn off the subwoofer and still feel all the bass you want. You experience powerful bass even while using headphones or a gaming headset. The Butt Kicker Gamer easily attaches to the standard center post chairs. Haptic feedback is a must-have for shooters, and the Butt Kicker Gamer 2 lets you feel incoming fire, pinpoint other players even while your squad mates are talking. It's a game-changing tactical advantage. But for sim racers, the Gamer 2 adds the missing driver-to-car connection, bringing more realism and immersion to your sessions.
That's exactly what it does.
For a fantastic price, too. You can't get it with
absolutely.
the Twig.
Nope, you can't. I mean, that's you can either get that or maybe have your wife hit you behind the head while you're riding driving around the track, and anytime you hit in the wall, she slams you in the back of the head. Oh, there you go, you wrecked. Yeah, that's about it.
So they have for $159.99. It's for a standard chair. But if you have a play seat, if you need it for a play seat, if you want to get closer to that sim feeling, it's $179.99.
That's nothing really.
No, I mean think about it. To get as close as you can to feeling what you'd actually feel in a race car, without obviously the motion platform and all that stuff, which is fantastic. If you can afford that, go for it. If I hit the lottery tomorrow, I'm buying a motion platform.
I'll tell you what, if we get another stimulus check, that's all you got to do. Take your stimulus check and buy a butt kicker.
Hey, I'll buy two. One for me, one for my wife. I'll just hear my wife in there playing games she's never played before.
Yeah, Greg Holt leads the race tonight in number 91. It's Will Cannon and his outside, Joseph Causey riding 89, and Charles Gierk is running fourth right now. Harvey Abrams is in the fifth position, followed by Tom Schuett, who started way back in 23rd, now is running sixth. Cody McKinney is in the ninth or seventh position, and he started ninth. He's made up a couple positions in that 14. And his brother, the 18, Joey McKinney, who started 16th, is running eighth. And then Jaden Gimble and Juan Mauro Garza make up the top 10.
That is your top 10. As they stack it up, get side by side, we're going to go away really quickly. You're not going to miss a second of the action, though, as they get ready to go back green flag as we come to 1 to green. As we're going to go side by side here and hear from our sponsor, Guitar Addict.
For 20 years, the Guitar Addict has been your home for used and vintage guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at GuitarAddict.com. The Guitar Addict is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Addict has all the guitars you need. And bass players, they haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Addict, located at 1672 and a half Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flemish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at GuitarAddict.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Kansas Motor Speedway, the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series. 140 laps here at Kansas. We're 39 laps down, beginning stage 2 here. And as normal here on Tuesday nights to begin stage 2, we're going to crank it up. We're going to sit back. We're going to let you hear the cars do all the talking around Kansas.
Toto Racing leads the field. The number 91 of Greg Holt and the 89 of Joshua Cathright are your leaders right now, as Cathright got around the 08 of Will Cannon to take that second position. But it's all Greg Holt as he leads by 1, 2, 3. Car links resuming where he left off in stage number 1, as the field will make their way off of turn number 4 and head back to the stripe to complete lap 42.
We've got a heck of a battle on your screen right now, Randy Pepper. You're looking at the battle for a second between Josh Cathright and Will Cannon, but you're also looking at Charles Urick sniffing the top 5 as Will Cannon goes to the inside out of 2. He might slide back, and now Harvey Abrams down the backstretch to the inside. He might take a look to the inside of Will Cannon, but behind him, Juan Garza to the outside. Man, oh man, Randy Pepper, we have 2 or 3 great battles. Will Cannon almost turned Joshua Cathright out of 4 as they cross the start-finish.
I'll tell you what, that is a barn burner starting back there, and one guy that is having a little bit of problem with his connection.
Man, there goes Will Cannon. went off into the corner.
Went off to the corner, yeah. But one guy that may be causing a little distraction to everybody out there is the number 79 of Harvey Abrams, the Dude Wipes car, as looks like he may have a little connection issue as he keeps fading in and out of the track, and I'm sure that was kind of making guys there a little nervous.
Will Cannon is all sorts of squirrely on the outside, though. Through 3 and 4, you could see that car moving left and right, left and right. And as we watch him now out of 1 and 2, he's straight and narrow now. But man, oh man, Randy, when he was on the outside of Juan Garza through 3 and 4, he was sideways. When we look back at Juan Garza, he's almost sideways. It's something about the air with these cars, Randy, and this new package that iRacing is running. When the cars get near each other and the guys get on that rear bumper or next to them, all of a sudden it wants to suck the car around.
Yeah, there is some weird air thing going on with the cars. We noticed that in the Talladega package, that the cars, there was like a little bubble or something going on that if you busted that bubble, the car in front of you would get a little squirrely. So we're definitely seeing that here for sure, as the cars, if you're side by side in any of the turns coming off the turn, the car is a bear to drive.
Yeah, it looks like Harvey Abrams, his connection issues have ceased for the moment as he's to the inside of Thomas Carino Jr. They are side by side, even down the backstretch. And this is going to be a heck of a battle off into 3 and 4 as we watch Harvey Abrams try to send it off in there. Thomas Carino drives it around the outside, but Harvey Abrams continues to blink. He touches the white line. Harvey's going to slide up. He's going to have to get out of the throttle. That's going to allow Thomas Carino to go by, and he's going to fall into the grasps of Charles Urich. As now Charles Urich is going to go to the outside off in a 1 and 2.
Yeah, Urich's got to be concerned with that Harvey Abrams, the 79, blinking in and out. Ooh.
Harvey Abrams was real loose that time.
Yeah, wow. We got to keep an eye on this whole thing, as either he's going to keep blinking in and out and causing a little bit of a problem or something. I'm not really sure what the rule is on that, but he's definitely a distraction, I would say, to some of the other drivers.
I would probably say the same thing. We missed a pass for second, I believe. Wasn't Will Cannon behind Joshua Gathright?
Yes, he did pass him.
Let me see. Here we go. I have that pass. We'll show it really quick. It was down the front straightaway. They got side by side and off in a 1 and 2. Will Cannon was able to throw it down to the inside and pass Joshua Gathright and take home that second position. And now he has set his sights on Greg Holt, as he is less than 0.3 of a second behind Mr. Holt right now through 1 and 2.
Yeah, he's kind of holding that 0.3 back behind him, but he is definitely got his back bumper in view. Unlike before, he was just kind of a little dot way in front of everybody. We got a lot of racing to go in this stage here. 49 laps, actually 50 laps have been completed in the 140 that we are going to run tonight in the IVRL 140 Buttkicker race here at Kansas Speedway. It's Randy Pepper alongside Nick Adams on a beautiful night of racing here at the track.
It is a beautiful night. It's beautiful weather across the United States tonight as well.
Yeah, it is. I hear the weekend is going to be a little bit different for a lot of people.
Yes.
I know in the Florida area, rain. Just about all of us in the southeast are going to be covered with rain.
They said April showers bring May flowers.
Okay.
So we shall see how pretty May is going to be.
Yeah, we'll see.
Can we just, instead of having the showers and having the pretty flowers, can we just not have the rain?
Well, you know what? You say that, and I agree with you on that, but then I also remember the fires of 2008 here in Florida, where we had fires for a month or so, and it was not very fun at all.
Or Australia all year last year.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Or California. Or Texas. Or the fact that I think half the world's on fire at some point. The Amazon rainforest, didn't it burn down halfway last year? So, it's not. It hasn't been a great couple of years for ecology. That's for sure.
No. I think Kiss called it right. We were talking about Kiss earlier. Heaven's on fire.
Heaven, everything was on fire. So we look back, we're keeping an eye on Charles Urick for you folks. Charles Urick is on the move. He is up to 5th now. He's still one of the fastest cars in the track. He's 0.3 of a lap faster than the man sitting right in front of him, Juan Mauro Garza, as we send it off into 3 and 4 as these two are side by side. Garza a little bit sideways. He's going to get a run out of turn 4. They're going to be side by side the line though. And Charles Urick is going to take that position, and he is going to easily clear him off in a 1 and 2. And he's going to drive it off and drive away from Juan Garza through 1 and 2. And the caution is out.
Flag is out for the first time tonight.
Bob
Kansas
Carroll.
Speedway.
Bob Carroll has spun and brought out the caution. He is sitting up all by his onesies in what looks to be 1 and 2, and I believe that is the beginning of turn 1. We're going to take a look and see what happened, but Bob Carroll, unfortunately, looks like he's going to have to tow back to the pits, so it must have been a big incident.
Let's rewind that and check it out.
Oh, so by the time we caught it, it was already happening. So let's try that again. Oh, Bob Carroll just came down on Tom Shewitt. Ended up getting into Patrick Gaspar, Brandon Massey. A lot of guys got involved in this. Hold on.
I don't want to hear Brandon Massey in anything. Brandon Massey had made up so many spots.
Yeah, Brandon Massey. Oh, Brandon Massey actually with a good save. I thought he was going to get involved, but he didn't. Take a look at Patrick Gaspar. Patrick Gaspar has some pretty serious damage. Mr. Where is he? Where is he? I lost him. Tom Shewitt got involved in this. It just looks like, if we look at it one more time, that Bob Carroll just came down on Tom Shewitt. Entering the corner. We're going to go back and see if there was maybe something before that caused that. Or maybe it was just, maybe Bob didn't like the way they were racing. I don't know. So off into 3 and 4. They go side by side. Tom dives it down to the inside. Gets a little loose, but there's nothing wrong here. He's able to keep it straight. Slideways almost coming out of 4, but he got a good run down the front stretch, did Bob Carroll. Maybe he got the words clear from his spotter, but off in a 1 and 2. Definitely wasn't clear.
No, not clear. Not clear at all.
Randy Pepper, everybody's in pit lane, though. And looky who got the lead out of pit road. The number 76 of Charles Urick. Randy, what are the chances you think he took 2 tires?
I'm going to give you a 150% chance.
Now, what are the chances that actually works?
For how many laps?
We've got 14 left in the stage.
I say it lasts for about 1.
All right.
I'm
Folks,
say 1 lap because, I mean, Greg Holt has been so tough. I mean, he might, his tires may hold up for 1 lap, but that's about it.
Charles has consistently been the fastest guy on the track.
Yeah, with 4 tires, but not with 2.
He hadn't lost that much on that run, and the left sides at Kansas are almost like not really that important. You lean on the right front. Now, obviously, you're not going to have the same grip with just 2 that you would with just, with 4. But the left sides they're going to still be warm, so they're going to grip.
Yeah.
So
they will.
He might have a good shot at this because the right sides, as long as he can get those up to temp pretty quick, I think he can take advantage of it and drive away in the first couple of laps. I think he's going to be able to win stage 2. But if he gets stuck in some sort of a, I'm just here type of thing,
yeah,
I think you can see a lot of issues for him.
So are we going to do a sponsor or anything? Hear from our sponsor? How about that?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pepper wants to hear from our sponsor. So we're going to take a pause for the cause, and we're going to hear from the Guitar Attic.
I'll be right back.
For 20 years, the Guitar Attic has been your home for used and vintage guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at guitarattic.com. The Guitar Attic is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Addict has all the guitars you need. And bass players, they haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Addict, located 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flemish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at guitaraddict.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series, Kansas Motor Speedway. Actually it'd be about 280 or 250, because it's about half the distance of the 500 lapper or the 500 miler the Cup Series does. So it'd be about 270 laps around here, I believe, at 140 laps or 270 miles. Forgive me. As we're gonna come out of turn 4, the pace car is gonna dive off. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, back green flag. Charles Urich gonna lead him to the green here at Kansas as we start with 10 to go here in stage 2. And he got a heck of a jump as we see Will Cannon take home second. Greg Holt fighting with Harvey Abrams and Joshua Gathright as we go down into 1 and 2. A little bit further behind them, we see Juan Garza. He is side by side with Brandon Massey. Harvey Abrams continues with those internet issues. As we see up front, Charles Urich to the battle for the lead with Will Cannon. Those right side tires didn't work. Will Cannon to the lead at Kansas, and he's going to drive away out of turn 4.
And how many laps did that take?
That took a lap, but that didn't even take a lap, Randy. It was 3/4 of a lap.
Yeah, I told you, 1 lap maybe. That was correct. So
he's going to drop like a freaking rock. He's on the outside. He has no grip, and he's going backwards. He tried. You got to give it to him. He tried.
He tried, but did not work. As the field makes her way on lap 60. Greg Holt work on that outside line, trying to get around Will Cannon. Will Cannon down the inside, and Greg Holt will slide down in front of him and will lead lap 61 and resume where he left off in the last, right before the caution came out. So Greg Holt once again resumes the lead.
Don't look now, but Joshua Gathright has some speed, and he's coming, Randy.
He may be coming, but he's not coming that far. I mean, Greg Holt he's on a whole nother mission.
He's on a rail. That car's on a. We're 4 wide, 4 wide behind him. At the line, wow. They're 5 wide down the front stretch. That's not going to work, boys. I have seen a lot of things in my life, Randy. Kansas Motor Speedway is clearly a 3-groove racetrack. It might be a 4-groove racetrack if you have the right people there. But 5 wide at Kansas?
I don't know what's going on back there.
It's a hornet's nest.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm watching one of the guys we always say, you know, if there's going to be calamity happening, he's usually involved in it. I'm watching Cody McKinney in the 14, and he has had so many near misses in that 14 already. Him and Garza got into each other just a little bit, and I thought both him and Garza were going to go around, but they separated, and now they've gone their separate ways.
Thankfully for him at the moment, at least, down the front stretch. We have an into the battle, 3 wide now. Okay, they're back single file, double file now into 1 and 2. Looks like the 3 car. The 3 car, Jaden Gimbel is getting racy. He wants a top 5. He needs the stage points. Brandon Massey wants to have a shot at the win here. But Randy, to get a shot at the win, you need to get to the halfway point and finish stage 2. And man, oh man, with the way these guys are racing out of 4, I don't know if they're going to make it another 5 laps.
Oh my God, they are just all over each other. I mean, they're constantly looking like they're going to go 3 wide in some of these turns, and thank God they think better of it.
I mean, they're distinctly right now guys running 5 or 6 different lanes.
Yeah, searching, definitely.
We have a battle for the lead, though. Again, heating up now. Will Cannon all over the back bumper of Greg Holt. Joshua Gathright looked to the inside in 3 and 4 last time by. He wasn't able to make it stick, so we'll keep an eye on that. We're going to go back to the battle for 4th right now, as it's a hornet's nest back here out in the 1 and 2. It's 6 cars within a blanket.
Yeah, it's by far the best battle. I mean, you've got Thomas Carino Jr. holding on to the 4th position, but Massey and Gimbel are just right there behind him, and each time they get kind of a little dicey. Then comes Harvey Abrams and the Garza car and Cody McKinney. They're like right there within striking distance of trying to steal the position.
They're 3 wide again.
Whoa,
Oh, and Jade Gimbel in the wall in a 1 and 2, but he's going to be able to keep it straight. No damage on the 3 cars. They slide through 1 and 2. He's going to get a heck of a run in that middle lane down the backstretch. He's going to look to the inside in the 3 and 4.
Gimbel is he's been all over the place. He's looked for this line and that line, and finally I think he found the line.
Slide job on it 4, Randy. Holy smoly, there's 2 to go in the stage. White flag on the stage 2. Oh, I'm sorry, that'll be next time by. I pulled a Rick Kohler. I pulled a Rick Kohler. I almost said sponsored by Credit One Bank a lap early.
I tell you, he may have taken that position, but I don't think Garza and Carino Jr. are done with him. They are working, trying to find anything they can to try to catch up.
Brandon Massey in the wall. Brandon Massey riding the wall through turn 3. Harvey Abrams in the wall. Both of them ran the wall the entire way through 3 and 4. Once Brandon Massey got up there, Harvey Abrams followed him, but we have the white flag on stage 2. Holy schmoly, Randy Pepper. It's a side-by-side battle.
Look at this. There they go. Greg Holt and Will Cannon. They are making their way back to the line to finish the stage. It's still going to be Greg Holt winning another stage.
Greg Holt will win stage 2 of the night. Will he be able to sweep the stages? Randy, we're going to go down. We're going to give you the complete top 10 here for stage 2. So your stage 2 finishing order is as follows. Greg Holt in 1st, Will Cannon in 2nd, Joshua Gathright comes home 3rd, Jaden Gimbel in 4th, Juan Garza in 5th, Thomas Carino Jr. in 6th, Cody McKinney in 7th, Joey McKinney in 8th, Brandon Massey in 9th, and Harvey Abrams in 10th. Charles Yerrick went from 1st to 12th, and he is one of the fastest guys in the track, but 1st to 12th last time or during the stage. So unfortunately, that tells you what you get when you only take 2 tires.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like I said, you thought he might be able to hang on, but I really didn't think he would hang on. And pretty much 1 lap. That was it. That's all he got.
It wasn't even a lap. He was struggling from the second they went to the green. I mean, he got a heck of a jump. But as they came out of 2, that car just looked terrible. It looked squirrely. It looked undrivable. You could just tell.
He was ice-capading all the way around the track.
He was. Randy, really quick, as we're probably going to see all the leaders come down pit road, which is exactly what's going to happen. The entire field peels off, and we know for a fact 4 tires and fuel is the way to go now. Charles Gillick was the guinea pig, and the experiment failed.
Yep, the weird science was not in his favor tonight.
Definitely not.
Greg Holt pulls his car down in the pits, and the crew will begin to work on that car. They'll go to the left side, raise it up, put those tires on. Look for the right side to go up. The left side goes up after the right. And he's back on the gas, and off he goes, and he does win the battle off the pits.
He does win the battle off of the pits. So we will continue to watch that as that happens. But Randy Pepper, really quick, let's talk. Let's talk about Rick Kohler.
What do you want to talk about him for?
Do you think that he gets paid per ad? And by that I mean, do you think he only gets paid by Credit One Bank?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I swear, every time that you hear him talk on a broadcast, the only thing you hear him say is, trouble! Trouble! Oh, we got problems! Problems! And then, inevitably, at the end of the race, white flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Well, I'm sure there's money involved in that.
That's it. That's the only thing he says, is problems. Oh, we got problems! And, white flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Yeah.
And the way he says problems.
Well, he could say it a different way. He could say, you got problems.
I mean, I've got problems. We're talking about Rick Kohler on a broadcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously,
Who cares about him?
He's obviously doing something right. He's doing something right if people are talking about him. But Randy Pepper...
You took time to study that part. I never really worried about what he was saying.
Randy,
yes.
We have seen a heck of a first two stages, and they've been dominated by Greg Holt, which we kind of expected somebody from Team Tito to dominate. Now, it wasn't Greg Holt who we expected to dominate, but, you know, things change. That's the great thing about NASCAR, and that's the reason you run the race. If the race was run on paper, you'd hand it to Joseph Causey every week. But guess what?
Yeah.
You run the race for a reason, to see what actually happens, and now we've seen what happened. One lap in, the race got turned on its head.
Yeah. I mean, we were coming out of turn number 4 in the first lap, and, you know, Joseph Causey, who we thought would be the man to beat tonight, causes, mayhem.
If you weren't here for that, if you just started watching, we'll show you what happened out of turn 1 right now. So out of turn 4 in the first lap. Coming out of turn 4, Joseph Causey got a little sideways, and half the field got collected up there. A big one on lap 1 took out a lot of good race cars. It damaged Brandon Massey. It damaged Cody McKinney. It even damaged Joshua Gathright and Juan Garza. And now as we start stage 3, Randy Pepper, those guys are all back inside the top 5.
Yeah, they're all back. One guy that was involved in that had trouble and had made his way all the way up there was Brandon Massey. Now he's a lap down again. Not sure what happened. At least, he's a lap down. What the heck happened to him and Patrick Gaspar? Both are a lap down now.
Did I lose him? I can see Patrick Gaspar. I don't see Brandon Massey on the track. He might have... Yeah, I think he's disappeared from me.
Let's see. I'll check too.
As we're coming to green, folks, out of turn 4, Greg Holt's going to lead him to the green flag at Kansas.
Greg Holt will lead the field to the green flag for stage number 3, the final stage of the IVRL Buttkicker 140 here at Kansas Speedway. Greg Holt leads by a half a car length over his teammate, Josh's Cathright. As Cathright looks to that outside, he'll peek down back there and look to the inside a little bit. He's just kind of waiting his time, or he's running out of time, as we've seen the last 2 stages.
Yeah, Will Cannon is coming, guys, and so is Juan Garza and Jaden Gimbel. These guys have speed, and they want wins. To the inside into turn 1, nobody's going to look to the inside. Will Cannon all over the back bumper. The 89, though, is there. He's going to slide up high, get a good run down the backstretch. He might try the crossover into 3 and 4, or he might just try to run that outside lane in 3 and 4. Into 3 and 4, Gathright goes high. Will Cannon goes low. Will Cannon's going to easily complete this pass out of 4 of the slide job, as Will Cannon is second.
Well, Cannon has taken that second position, and he's bringing Garza with him, as Garza now is on the inside of Cathright. Cathright still hanging on the outside, fighting for that position. Doesn't want to go too far back. As they're doing that, Greg Holt is just saying, keep racing, guys, because I'm just going to open this thing up and just go off and sail off into the sunset.
If anybody has anything to say about that right now, it's going to be Will Cannon. As you see the 2 guys still right there, Juan Garza and Joshua Gathright side by side across the line. They're dead even. They're dead even on the racetrack, off into 1 and 2. The 2 Toyotas battle side by side.
Yeah, side by side, but for how long can they do this? Because as long as they keep doing this, banging off of each other, Catherine does not want to go away.
We got a battle for the lead now, Randy, to the outside. Will Cannon in 1 and 3 and 4.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying. We'll see if he can actually get around Greg Holt. He's working that outside groove as they go into turn number 1. They're going to be side by side as they go into the turn, but Greg Holt pulls out by a half a car length to hold him off as Cannon gets a good run off of turn number 2 down low.
I thought he got slideways. I thought he got slideways, but no. He decided to just turn left and drive it off into 3 and 4. Greg Holt's going to slide the track. Will Cannon's going to slide up out of 3 and 4. He's going to take the lead here at Kansas Raceway.
So finally, someone has got around Greg Holt. Well, maybe,
That's
maybe
a
not.
Power move there in a 1 and 2.
That was Greg Holt is not willing to go away. Just like his teammate, he's running that outside groove and holding it to his own out there as he's working in the groove on the outside. He'll work into turn number 3, and they're side by side with the 08 and the 91. And off of 4, here they go back to the stripe.
As the driver of that 08, right now, Will Cannon must be feeling like the back end of that car wants to come around. Every time you get close to somebody in the corner and you get right up on that quarter panel, it wants to suck the back end of that car around. Just like a rocket ship, it wants to send it up to the outside wall backwards. But out of 1 and 2, he's going to try to squeeze him up. It's not going to work. They're going to continue to be side by side off into 3 and 4.
Side by side, working the outside groove is Greg Holt. Greg Holt trying to make his way around that 08 of Will Cannon, who has led the last 3 laps. This time, he just barely lost that lap from Greg Holt. Greg Holt just barely beat him. And as Gathright got around Garza working that outside line, will Greg Holt work his way around him on the outside? No, he's going to drive to the inside, do the inside-outside move.
That might have been a bad decision. That might have been a bad decision for Will Cannon. He had it on the inside. He should have stayed there for another lap or so. Man, oh man, Greg Holt drove it off into 3 and 4, but they're going to be side by side at the line. Side by side into 1 and 2.
He won that lap.
Who's going to complete the pass here out of 1 and 2? Will Cannon up on the middle lane. Greg Holt on that yellow line. He's going to slide up and squeeze him. But Will Cannon with a big run down the backstretch into 3 and 4.
Side by side, let's chew them tires up, boys, because
Will Cannon
almost got loose, and he'll have to get off the gas, and he'll tuck back in line behind that 91 car as they go across the line to complete lap 84. In this 140 lap race here at Kansas Speedway in the IVRL Buttkicker Series.
Man, oh man, it is a butt kicker of a race, and look who they're coming up on. Greg Holt's going to use the 88 as a pick down into 3 and 4. He's going to make it so Will Cannon can't go to the outside. As we continue to go through 3 and 4 here, lap 84 is going to be complete. We're going to start lap 85, and it's a 3-horse race now, Randy Pepper.
Yeah, absolutely. Gathright is right there in striking distance of both of them. And you got to wonder, how much did they chew those tires up? You can see that Will Cannon has got squirrely a few times off the turns or in the middle of the turns as they've gone around. As here he goes once again, looking that inside. He'll get squirrely once again, and that's going to enable that number 89 of Josh Gathright to catch back up.
Yeah, those 3 right now, they're within 0.3 of each other on the racetrack. And man, oh man, Will Cannon and Josh Gathright, respectively, started 7th and 13th tonight. They have both gained a ton of positions to be up here and battling Greg Holt as we come out of 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, the number 91 is going to use that draft of the car in front of him off into 3 and 4 to get right up on the back bumper of Will Cannon. And through 3 and 4, will Will Cannon have anything? For Greg Holt, that's going to be a negative, but out of 3 and 4 as we complete the next lap here. Man, oh man, Randy Pepper, it's getting spicy and dicey out here in Kansas.
It is getting spicy and dicey, but have they chewed up the tires too much? Because it looks like Will Cannon now is losing ground to Greg Holt. He's 1, 2, 3, 4 car lengths back behind him, and then it is another 1, 2, 3 back to Josh Gathright in that 89. So they may have used their tires up, and that's not a good thing to see for them as they're watching that 91 sail off and win, or not maybe win, but he's winning the battle as we speak.
So, Randy, we have not seen anybody tonight go longer than
35
36 laps.
Okay, 46 laps. Okay.
36 laps is as many laps as we've seen anybody go tonight. So, Randy, this could get interesting here. When do they pit?
Let's see. We had a caution early on. I'm going to say they're probably going to have to pit somewhere within the 10 laps of finishing the race.
Well, they get 60% fuel. I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting.
I did not do a tire gas test, so I'm not really sure. So, if we could ask Adam Wood, we could find out. So he would be able to tell us exactly what the gas mileage is, but he is not in the chat right now. So if we were under caution, we probably could. But anyways, that we will just have to wait and see. Just like the rest of the fans out there watching the race tonight, they're going to find out just as much as we are. We got a smoker out on the track. That's the number 3.
Jaden Gimbel. Jaden Gimbel. What happened to Jaden Gimbel?
I don't know. You're going to have to check back.
We're going to take a look here. I have a couple of alerts. Let's see what happened to Jaden Gimbel here. Oh, Jaden Gimbel out of turn 4 last time. Got a little loose. Went off the track. Did he blow a motor? We are going to go on board Jaden Gimbel here. I think I know the answer to the question. What in the world happened to Jaden Gimbel? Oh, he got loose in 3 and 4 and pounded the outside wall.
Tough break for him. He was running really good tonight,
He was in 5th at the time.
Yeah, he was running really well. I'll tell you, one guy, if he's not careful, he's going to do the same thing. Will Cannon is just got his hands full with this car. This car is just all over the place, and he's going to lose second position now to Gathright, as Gathright is going to drive down to the inside and get around him in that 89. Will Cannon is just hanging on by a thread. That car is just loose as can be.
He has destroyed his tires, Randy. Destroyed them. Absolutely ate those tires up trying to fight Greg Holtz, and now he's reaping the unfortunate benefits.
Yeah, unfortunately. But, you know, whoa, he almost got loose there and almost went around, but he saved it. How long can he do that? That is the question. And you got to wonder, these guys running back a little farther, Garza, Yerrick, Carino Jr., you know, these guys back there who have kind of saved their tires, can they catch up to these guys? Because you know Greg Holt had to wear his tires out. You know Gathright had to wear his tires out when the battles, both these guys had major battles at one time with one driver or another, and they had to chew up some tire.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, we had not seen Greg Holt run that hard all night, but Will Cannon is the one who is losing out on this. He has lost an entire almost 3/4 of a second a lap now to Greg Holt.
Yeah, Greg Holt's on a mission of his own, by far. He's done that to Gathright. He's 2 seconds ahead of him. So, and as we watch this, we got Will Cannon running third, and here comes Yerrick. Yerrick is right behind him. He's going to pass him here within a lap or maybe 2. So he's going to lose another position. Ooh, it almost slides out and almost hit the wall there as well. I'm just kind of watching Will Cannon run around as Yerrick dives to the inside. It's not even going to take a lap for him to lose another position as Yerrick drives on the inside.
Oh, Will Cannon loose out of 4 again.
I know, it's crazy.
Man,
here we go.
Oh, man, that thing is a monster to drive. Will Cannon needs a caution, and he needs a caution big time.
Yeah, desperately seeking caution. If there was a movie for NASCAR, that's what it would be called. Desperately Seeking Caution. So, Yeah, that's unfortunate. He was running so well, and now it's just going to go away because before long he's probably going to see that Garza car catch up to him as well, even though he's a few second. Oh, he's about a second back now from him, so it won't be long before he goes back to fifth. So
yeah, Will Cannon, he needs something to happen, and he needs it to happen soon because at the pace he's going, he's not just going to lose a top 5 finish. He might lose a lap if he has to pit because sideways again.
He may be the caution.
He might be. He just very might well be the caution.
Oh boy! I mean, you just watch that '08 car go into the turns and out of the turns. The car is just sliding all over Kansas Speedway. He'll slide up again. He gets a little squirrely as he goes down the back straightaway. He'll dive down into turn number 3, keeping that middle groove going. We'll see him as he comes off the turn. The back end tries to slide away.
Oh, my inches from the wall.
He collects it right before he gets and he disappeared there for a second.
He dropped in on it for a half a second. He had a little bit of a ping issue. Went right up a bunch there. But he is good now. Back on the track. Here we go. He's losing a bunch of time to Thomas Carino Jr. Man, oh man, it's going to be a battle here in about half a lap between him and Thomas Carino Jr., I think. Probably next time going into 1 and 2.
And you got to wonder about Thomas Carino Jr. He is definitely seeing how the 08 is handling right now. Do you play it safe? Are you follow him? What do you want to do? You know, you definitely want the position, but do you want to risk, a guy getting so out of control that he comes down and collects you in his mayhem?
I just don't know. I'm so shocked that Greg Holt has been able to keep his car together as he has with those tires.
Yeah, because I mean, Cannon's probably the only one that I see that's really having
out of 4 again.
Whoa!
Big time loose at the bottom of the track.
Carino's got to go. Do I want to go high? Do I want to go low? He's going to try the outside groove, but they've got Causey right up in front of them.
And Will Cannon's going to use Causey as a pick out of 2. It's a smart decision, but he's going to use him as a pick out of 2. He keeps him up there. Carino has to, he used Causey as a pick, but I just think that he just can't get the drive off the corner. And now he's going to slide up the track. Will he be able to hold it? Causey's all over him. Oh, my goodness.
Causey almost got into another wreck.
Will Cannon is a roadblock right now.
Oh, he's like a drone car. He's like that guy that when you used to have the little slot car track, you had that drone guy that was out there that nobody wanted to run around. Ah, boy. You probably don't even remember slot cars, so I don't even know why I even said that.
I played with slot cars all the time when I was a kid. I'm not that old.
I know you're not that old. That's the problem. You're not that old. Slot cars were popular back when I was a kid. I bet you don't remember the Hot Wheels figure 8 track either.
I had a Hot Wheels figure 8 track.
Did you?
I did.
Wow.
Incident with Derek Schilling on the track. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened with Derek Schilling really quick as we stay green. That's not Derek Schilling. There we go. Out of turn 4, Derek Schilling got into the wall, got really loose, and went and cut the grass again. Same thing as Juan Garza. And it's a tough break for Derek Schilling. He's running in 12th right now. He was in 11th at the time of this incident. Falling back now to 12th.
You know, Schilling's car is, I've looked at that car many times. It says G-Pop, I guess, on the front of the hood. And the side has got that blue, the yellow, and the white. And the white down on the bottom, I was like, what is that? And then I finally looked at it really close. It's actually a beach.
Yes.
Did you? I did not realize that. So you must like the beach.
No,
G-Pop is what?
G-Pop is a healthy snack.
It has something to do with the beach?
Health and the beach go together.
Oh, really? Then if that's true, then I should be really, really healthy.
Well, that's what people assume when they think of the beach. They think of like health.
Health, yes, yeah. Well, we got lots of fat people.
When I think of the beach, I think of booze and a day off from work. But I digress. 33 to go here, folks. This is going to get
33 to
interesting.
go, and it's all Greg Holt. Almost, what, 2.5 seconds ahead of his teammate, Joseph Causey? Wow.
2.2 seconds ahead, but he's 0.2 of a second slower per lap than Josh Gathright is at the moment.
And he's coming into the pits. Here he goes, sliding the car down towards pit road. He'll get
Gathwright's
down on the
coming with him.
binders.
Charles Yerrick coming with him. Thomas Carino coming with him. Will Cannon coming with him. Are we under caution? Cody McKinney coming with him. Brandon Key. Man, oh man. Everybody just came to pit road in unison. Joey McKinney stayed out. He led a lap here. Joey McKinney stayed out to get the bonus point for leading a lap. We take a look. Now, Joey McKinney's going to get a little bit of screen time, Randy. That Broughton Kennels machine down the backstretch. We had Joey McKinney on the podcast this past week. It's a shame that you missed him, but Joey McKinney is a nice dude. Him and Cody, McKinney Racing, started this league together. Fantastic job these two have done. As we see the 18 come in now. Derek Schilling hasn't pitted yet either. He's now going to inherit the lead from Joey McKinney. Derek Schilling will lead a lap here at Kansas. And then when he comes in, Greg Holt will take the lead back.
It won't be long before we see the number 91 back at the helm, for sure. Yeah, don't forget to watch
Derek Schilling is slowing. Derek Schilling is slowing. He's out of fuel. Derek Schilling is out of fuel down the backstretch.
Well, that answers our question about how long they could go with gas.
He went a lap too far.
So, lap 109, we started this run roughly around...
Lap 73.
73 or so. So, that tells us exactly how many laps they can go on a tank of fuel.
Man.
If that's true, we will... I believe we got one more pit stop.
36 laps is the max. I think they might be able to make it just.
I think, they'll just barely make it.
Yeah, they'll make it by about 3 laps.
So, wow.
Man, oh man. And the top 5 has changed, Randy. Tyler Walden in P5 in the 6 car. When was the last time Tyler pitted? Because for some reason I feel like he pitted... Oh, wow, he just pitted. I didn't realize Tyler had come all the way up to 5th. I had not been focusing on Tyler. That's a fantastic drive for Tyler Walden.
24th he started.
That's a fantastic drive.
He's a mover and shaker tonight, for sure.
He's the A-plus mover and shaker tonight. And then if we want to go backwards with the opposite mover and shaker, the shaker.
88.
Joseph Causey and Brandon Massey, both down 15 and 14 positions respectively. So they're definitely the shakers tonight, Randy Pepper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Randy Pepper.
Yes, sir.
You're on your own for a minute.
All right, I'm on my own. So here we are at Kansas Speedway, the IVRL Buttkicker 140. We've completed 112 laps tonight, and it's been all the 91 Toto Racing driver, Greg Holt, tonight. He's just dominated this whole thing. His teammate behind him has done pretty much the same, although his teammate started 13th. He is now running second. That's Josh Gathright in that 89. Charles Yerrick, in that number 76, has had a great run. He started 12th tonight. He's running third. We talked a little bit about him, and he's definitely shown his talent tonight in that number 76. Seven car, Thomas Carino Jr. is running fourth. Tyler Walden, we talked about how well he's done. 24th tonight he started, running fifth. He started sixth when he came back on, back Green Flag Racing. He's made up another spot, so he's running fifth now. But it's 2 seconds is first place.
Fourth. I mean, is now in fourth.
Yeah, he's made up another spot. Look at that.
Him and Carino side by side off into 3 and 4.
Yes. Wow. You know, you look at this race and you just wonder. Greg Holt has been running out front how bored do you get? You know, just running around by yourself with
You
nothing
don't.
going on.
You don't.
What do you know? You've never done it.
No, I did. I have in some rookie races in the Legends, thanks to Josh Laston. I've dominated a few of those in my time, and you don't get bored. Oh, Joey McKinney! Right in front of the leaders! Sideways off a 4, and he saves it, but...
Wow. He did save it. But
Holy!
he has also inherited that new groundskeeper rule. Lisa Job, Joe McKinney now is the groundkeeper here at Kansas Speedway, doing a heck of a job, fertilizing, mowing. And what else? What else you need from your landscaper? Or long he's going to have some kind of McKinney landscaping on the car.
Assisting your wife and whatever they need, you know.
No, that's a pool guy.
No, hey, landscapers, pool guys, if you're rich, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't know that.
Neither would
I'm in
I.
a guitar shop. I don't know. I'm rich by any means.
I work for a
I
trash
just
company.
sell the rich. I don't get rich.
Yeah, I was going to say, I pick up trash from the rich. I don't get rich.
Yeah, exactly. Gee, did you look what the Hens brothers just threw out of their house?
Hey,
Gee, look
what-
at this. They
look
threw
at what
away a
David
perfectly
Ortiz-
good couch.
Look at what David Ortiz threw away.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Do you have any famous people that you do pick up trash for?
Not in my 3 sites that I work with, but in Boston they work with the Boston Red Sox. We used to service Fenway Park. We service Gillette Stadium. We service New Hampshire Motor Speedway for Country Fest and for the race. We've met some pretty interesting people. I know we've dropped dumpsters off at some very interesting houses with some extra security. So.
Well, I know some guys that actually, they have, their same job you have, but some of the people that they do service are, big people, and, sometimes they do talk about the trash that they do throw out. So.
Oh, we've had some interesting things. This is a story I can actually tell on stream because there's not a lot that I can tell. So I'm not gonna say the name, but it was one of the Wahlberg brothers. We dropped a 20-yarder off to him. We went to pick it back up, but do you know what the dumpster was full of?
No.
Blow-up doll boxes. So the driver got the driver's curiosity get the better of him. So he had to get a signature on the container. So he went up to the door and he knocked on the door and he asked, why were there so many boxes of blow-up dolls in the dumpster? And the brother that purchased the dumpster said, "Oh, we played a trick for a birthday on this brother. We filled his entire house with blow-up dolls. 7,000 blow-up dolls.
Oh.
7,000 blow-up dolls. I can only imagine you open your door and it's just like, holy moly, what is going on in here? When did my house turn into a blow-up adult nightclub?
Oh my gosh.
But yes, that's one of the only stories I can tell on stream that's not ridiculously
bad.
Yeah, there are some bad ones. There are some bad ones from the trash.
Maybe we'll do that on the podcast. We'll bring that up.
Yes, when it's rated TVMA, I'm glad to tell them, but I don't want to tell them on the IVRL.
Yeah, the IVRL race.
But Kicker probably wouldn't enjoy it too much.
No, we'll leave it out there. As you can tell, folks, we are kind of struggling for things to talk about because the field is kind of all separated around each other. Probably Thomas Carino and Tyler Walden.
What has happened to Will Cannon? He's still so much slower than everybody else on new tires.
Yeah, I don't know.
He went from being the second fastest guy in the field to like a half second off.
Not really sure what happened out there with him.
He's losing multiple tenths per lap. Multiple tenths per lap. to Cody McKinney. That's nuts. He was up there fighting with Greg Holt. And, I mean, they were running the same lap time, and he's just nowhere close now.
No,
he's
he's
slower
just
than
kind
Adam
of.
Wood.
Yeah, he's just kind of rolling around.
Wow,
Ira
he's
just
a
went,
second.
flew by
He was
him.
a second slower now that last lap. Ira Kohlhaas passed him. Something must be wrong with that car. He must have damage or something.
As long as he doesn't come on the radio and say, "Guys, my wheel fell off. My wheel fell off."
Oh no! My pedals quit working.
Oh no, the back seat of the car came off. The back seat came off.
Poor Dan Witt.
Folks, when we talk about these things, we're talking about these actually did happen. The other one was this. Oh, sorry guys, I had to respond to a text.
Oh.
These are all things that actually do happen while you're racing a sim.
Yes.
You know, these.
I drove into the back of 4 people under caution one time because I was looking down at my phone.
Yeah. See.
That was probably the most embarrassing moment of my iRacing career.
So okay, so just that. Okay, so think of that. You ran into somebody looking at your phone.
My future teammate.
Yeah, your future teammate. Okay, so
in my
did
first
that.
race in the league.
So you did that, all right?
I
so
did.
And our buddy Don said, "Sorry, I had to look at my phone for a text or whatever, had to respond to a text." He wrecked a whole field. Okay, so if you text and drive in real life, think twice about it, guys, because I mean, here we go. Sure, a sim racer, you wreck some people in a sim race. It's no big deal, but in real life, if you text and drive, you're pretty much an idiot because things can happen in a hurry. You look at the text, and the next thing you know, you're in the back of somebody's, back into their car. So, just a message out there: please don't text and drive.
Just a PSA: don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, and click it or ticket.
That's right, exactly.
Think
now,
about
I see
this.
so many people. I see a lot of people on I-4 doing the texting thing. It drives me nuts. You always know the guy who's texting and driving because you're driving down the interstate, and this guy just blazes by you on the inside line. He's like you're three wide. He's down the inside line, and then
3 wide. You're in the middle.
Yeah,
3 wide.
Yeah, 3 wide. He goes by you, and then about 3 miles down the road, he's going like 60. And he's sitting there and he's like looking at his phone, and then he's going really slow, and you pass him, you go, what the heck? And then, another 2 miles down the road, he's passing you again. So just don't text and drive, folks.
Greg Holt is going to put Adam Wood down another lap in that Subway machine.
I can't believe it. Greg Holt is just on a mission.
He's on a rail, Randy. He's 0.3 of a second faster than the second place car.
And he's got 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. We'll get back to actually.
Oh, Adam in the wall! He almost came down. Oh my goodness! Woo! Adam Wood, Adam Woo! Holy schmoly, Adam Woo!
Adam's just hanging up there with that Subway machine.
Adam was hanging in the wall a second ago. He almost hung it into the left rear.
And you got to wonder about Greg Holt. Is he going? What are you doing up there, Wood?
He definitely would have been asking, "What are you doing up there?" If he would have, doored him in the right rear.
Yeah, exactly.
That was close, my dude. That was close.
Greg Holt, does Greg Holt run a league race on Friday? I can't remember.
We'll have to ask him because he's going to be one of our 3 interviews.
Yeah. At least we think he will be.
I mean, there's 9 laps to go. Unless something crazy, ridiculous happens, I don't think there's really no chance of him not being one of our 3 interviews.
It would be a miracle if he did not win this race.
It would be a miracle if he didn't win this race. Maybe Adam Wood's brakes are going to break, and he's just going to go right into the 91 in the next corner.
Yeah. 2.9 seconds separate first from second. Greg Holt started on the pole, and he is led just about every lap.
Yeah, there's only 9 cars on the lead lap right now, and Will Cannon is the last guy on the lead lap, and he is just... I don't know what happened to Will Cannon, but there is something wrong with that 08 machine, because that thing is slow.
Not really sure what happened to him. He definitely had some mechanical breakdown there. Maybe he lost a cylinder. Who knows? We don't know.
We do not.
We'll find out maybe after the race. Greg Holt has led lap 135. 5 laps remain in this 140-lap event here at Kansas Speedway, the IVRL Buttkicker
Cup Series.
140. Yeah, I was going 140. But anyways, I'm watching Greg Holt just
I think it's
casually
300
make his way around
miles.
the track.
I want to say it's 300 miles. No, that'd be 2.5 miles. Hold on. This is 1.5 miles. 140 times 2 is 2. Yes, 300 miles.
300 miles. They drove to Miami tonight.
They did. They drove to Miami. They did. That they did. On the way to Miami, did they stop at, what's the address of Guitar Attic?
1672 and a half Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flemish and beautiful Holly Hill, which is Daytona Beach.
I'm hoping they stopped there.
You know, we have new people all the time. They do pop in. They that do say that they have heard the races or watched the races on YouTube and stuff like that. So it's always good to see new people. So if you are out, if you do visit the Daytona Beach area, please stop by and come say hi and let me know how we're doing up here in the booth. As Greg Holt slides it off turn number 4 and heads towards the stripe to complete lap 138. 2 laps remain here in the IVRL Buttkicker 140.
Hey, Rick Kohler, it's 3.
It's 3 what?
3 laps to go.
3 laps.
Yeah, you said 2.
Okay,
I didn't want you to say next time by 1
No,
to go,
no,
sponsored by Credit Book Bank.
Okay, yeah.
2 to go, sponsored by Guitar Addict.
Yeah, 2 to go. Sponsored by the Guitar Addict.
Where you buy
Yep.
1 guitar, you get 2 guitar picks.
Oh, boy.
That is not a legitimate sale, folks. I am not giving away guitar picks. I can't
he's
afford to
not
cover
giving
those.
away- I rarely give away anything. I've already given away a great deal.
I like that answer. I don't really give anything away. I barely give you a great deal. And the white flag is out here at Kansas Motor Speedway. 1 mile and 6 tenths to go
Yep,
for Greg Holt.
There he goes. Sails off to turn number 1. Dives down to the bottom off of turn number 2 and sets sail down the back straightaway for the last time here at Kansas Speedway. Greg Holt brings him down into turn number 4, down to the bottom of the track. And he'll sail his way off of turn number 4 and head towards the stripe to complete tonight's race here at Kansas Speedway. Greg Holt is your winner. Once again,
That momentum.
it's a Toto racing car.
That momentum-building win that Greg Holt has been looking for to continue the momentum that he's been building all season has finally come, and it's come here on a sunny Tuesday evening here in Kansas. A beautiful, balmy 65 degrees on the track. A little bit of clouds rolling in now as the race finishes. You see the sun is beginning to set here in Kansas.
Yep, it has been a long race for this guy. He's pretty much just dominated. I mean, he didn't really have much competition except during the beginning of stage number 3, and after that, it's been pretty much all himself on his own mission. So we'll talk to the winner here in just a little bit.
Here come the podium 3. They're all going to sit there on the front stretch while our winner does his burnouts. Oh, there comes Will Cannon. Will Cannon ruined the show.
I'm not really sure what Will Cannon was doing. I guess saying, good run. Sorry, couldn't catch you.
Here
There's
come
a
the
good
burnouts
burnout.
from the top 3 podium finishers here tonight.
I
Heck
see
of a
smoke.
race. heck of a race by all three of these gentlemen. Charles Urich, your driver of the day.
I got to commend iRacing on one thing. If you look at the way that Greg Holt is running his burnout, when he gets into the grass, the smoke stops. So he would be half on the track and half on the grass, and the smoke was only on the actually on the track. So a lot of times when people do these graphics and stuff, the smoke would still continue into the grass, but it didn't on this one. It's really good. It's very realistic. And he's burning that car up.
Yeah, he's burning that one to the ground, Randy Pepper.
Is Urich just standing there by himself, just burning smoke?
Yes.
Or burning the tires? That's pretty funny. I looked and went, what? He's just sitting there. All right, let's check with our winner and second place driver and all that good stuff, our podium guys, and see what's happening.
Get them in here, let's go ahead and run down the finishing order, Mr. Pepper.
All right, tonight's winner, Greg Holt, was first. Josh Gathright was second. Charles Urich was third. Fourth went to Thomas Carino Jr. The number 6 of Tyler Walden, who started way back in the back, 24th, ended up 5th tonight in the number 6. Cody McKinney had a good run. He finally finished in the top 10. He finished sixth tonight. Ira Kohlhaas, who started on the outside pole and then got involved in that chaos on the first lap, ended up surviving and came in at 7th in the 29 Pepsi car. Juan Garza ended up 8th. 9th was Will Cannon, and Brandon Key rounded out our top 10.
Tom
11th. Yep, go for it there.
Right, Tom
you got no. It's all you.
11th. Joey McKinney in 12th. Michael Payne in 13th. Patrick Gaspar in 14th. Adam Wood in 15th. The final car finishing on the track tonight. Derek Schilling, Joseph Causey, Harvey Abrams. And if this thing will move forward for me. Jaden Gimble, Brandon Massey, Bob Carroll, Shane Wielden, David Salter, and Ryan Cliver, all with the DNFs here tonight. So unfortunate nights for them. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready, because we know this guy is. Let's go ahead and bring in Greg Holt, your winner here tonight at Kansas Motor Speedway. Congratulations, Greg, on your second win of the season. The momentum continues to build for you. And tonight, you were the man with no heart. You saw your teammate behind you spin. You didn't care, and you continued to go.
Yeah, well, sometimes the luck is with you, and sometimes it ain't. But yeah, no, it was a fun race. Joshua is down there, or Joshua Gathright is down there as well.
Joshua. I like
Joshua Gathright.
I like that.
General.
Joshua.
That's what we call him.
Oh, now he disappeared. Oh,
now he's in the IVRL hauler.
Now he's up here.
He's confused. All sorts of confused.
He's definitely confused. We'll welcome Joshua Gathright in here as well, so he can be here with his teammate Greg Holt. Really quick. So if you don't know what that reference is to, Greg, Patrick Gaspar earlier tonight challenged me to make as many Wizard of Oz references as I could. So within the first 10 minutes, we named the person without a heart, the person without a brain. The bonehead move of the night went to your teammate on lap 1 coming out of turn 4 when he wrecked half the field.
Oh, no.
So it didn't take very long.
Yeah, we figured that one out real quick.
We were thinking that the bonehead move of the night was going to come 80, 90, 100 laps in. Nope. 3/4 of a lap in, Joseph Causey spin and wrecks the whole field.
Yeah, it was just the arc that he took getting into the corner in those cold tires. But I was also trying to pretend to make sure I didn't get railroaded with everybody getting that huge run out of 1 and 2.
I thought, the one thing I said that Joseph doesn't usually qualify all that great. He usually kind of starts in the back and kind of builds momentum. And tonight he started way up, towards the front of the pack and was charging right the first lap. And I was like kind of shocked to see him doing that. And the next thing I know it, he's around and everybody else is right with him.
Yeah, we have a joke because every time me and Causey start side by side on the front row, one of us loses it on the first lap. So it's happened like 3 times.
Well, there you go. The bonehead move of the night was
Now
Joseph qualifying.
No.
Yeah. The sad thing is he said "uh-oh" about like 5 or 6 seconds before he actually truly lost it.
Oh, well, he should have been saying uh-oh because he went into turn 3. He didn't have control of the car when he entered turn 3, let alone when he got out of turn 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was sideways the minute he entered the corner. Then he was a little bit more sideways. Then he looked like he had it, and then he Danica
And then
Patricked
he really
himself.
didn't have it.
Yeah. He
Yep.
overcorrected it and Danica Patricked himself right in the middle of the field.
Oh
He sure
no!
Wow, that's really low comparing him to Danica Patrick. Wow.
Jeez. All the love you guys were giving him for the first like 9 weeks, and now you're comparing him to Danica Patrick.
I gotta give him crap. I've gotta give him crap. We've built him up to be on this, pedestal. I gotta tear him down before the chase starts.
Oh, jeez! Don't ruin him. We need him.
Trust me, I don't think
Yeah,
we
it's
can ruin
true.
him. He's gonna be back here next week. He's gonna be kicking. He's gonna be kicking. He's gonna be as. Hold on, I'm trying to think of the reference. It's funny.
Well, that all depends where we're at next week.
Yeah, that
Or
does.
Darlington, I believe.
Oh well, I'm gonna punch my ticket now.
Darlington.
Oh.
So, as Dick Kickham would say, Mr. Joseph Causey will be back here next week, chewing ass and kicking names, or chewing ass and kicking gum, and he's all out of gum. So,
Josh said he's punching his ticket to the win.
Josh Gathrate's
get-
punching his ticket to the win.
This is the first race all season where I haven't gotten in a wreck, and I finally finished in a decent position.
I was
So I'm
actually
hoping-
going to reference that. This is the first time you've
Yep.
actually finished a race this season.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
So, hey,
No,
you know who else
yeah,
finished a race this season for the first time? The third
Will
place
Cannon?
finisher finally finished a race this season.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I feel like we're all like really really good, and we all just really race really hard, and end up gorking ourselves and not finishing a race. But it was nice to finally finish one.
Josh, we've talked to Greg and Joseph way too much. So
Yeah, well,
congratulations,
Greg and Joseph
Greg, on your
talk
win.
at me on a regular basis. So
Congratulations on your win, Greg. But we're gonna interview Josh.
Hey, no, that's all right. Shua needs some love.
Why do you call him that?
Yeah. Please tell us the backstory on the nickname.
So I work in public service, so I wanted to disassociate my Facebook account from my personal life. Work and personal life, so I changed my name to Joe Shua.
I
So,
started calling you Joe Shua before you did that.
Yeah, that's true. It's a
Since we
Greg thing.
got the idea. Yeah. Now I have nicknames for everybody, like the Ass Cannon, and it used to be, we just came up with a nickname for Causey. He has now requested to have it removed from our Discord server. But yeah, it was J Lucky Fucker Causey.
Oh, language.
Oh,
God.
sorry. Oops.
Jay Lucky Beep Causey. There you go. Look at that. Look
That's
at
him.
that.
Now he was like, see, lap 1, it's not working out for me. You need to change it.
Well, no. Hey, if you want to win the championship, you leave his nickname.
Yeah, no, it's not
Yep,
changing.
I
It's
agree.
just not happening. I feel bad for Mr. Cannon. He was doing really good, man. He was up there.
I don't know what
Knocked
happened
down
to him.
that wall.
He-
Knocked down the wall one time.
Is that what happened? Okay.
Yep.
Killed
we
it.
didn't-
He
we
killed
didn't
the
see him-
tires on it.
We didn't see him hit the wall. Let me. Oh, you know what? We do have a incident with Will Cannon. Let's go ahead and pull that up really quick. Let's see what happened.
Check out what happened there. He was running great. I mean, when he got up there next to you and was running so hard, were you like thinking,
Oh, that was
I
when
may
he did a
have
burnout
something
in front of you
happen
and
here,
wasn't
man?
anything.
Me and Willis, Willis, Josh, and Causey, we all race together all the time. And I knew that Willis, after about 10 laps, knew that I was going to separate from him. So his game plan was to run me as hard as he could in the hopes that he could get by and then hold me off, because that was the game plan. I knew it. He's done it to me before, and I knew he was going to do it again.
Did you just
So
call him
I was
Willis?
like, Willis.
Yeah, that's
You
what
have
we
a
call him.
nickname
Willis.
for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
it's the ass cannon, but
Oh man.
Call him Willis.
Oh boy.
Willis wanted to get by.
you know.
Greggy Poo wouldn't give up the outside, and
Oh boy.
and Joshua was leaning back to let him just burn each other's tires off, so I could pass him.
Crap.
boy.
I had to go back under him. He got by me on the inside.
Yep.
Randy, how do I get this back on the rails? Oh, I know how to bring it back in the rails. We bring
Oh,
Charles Garrick in here.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a minute. Joshua, you have a customer waiting at bagging. Joshua, bagging.
President.
I hate Randy. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome for the first time this season on to a Ghostfire Media broadcast for the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series, Mr. Charles Urick, because I finally learned how to say his name today.
Oh.
He wanted me to say Garrick so he could correct me. All right. So, Mr. Urick, how does it feel to be on the podium tonight?
It's weird. I feel like I shouldn't even be up here.
Well, we can put you back out if you don't want to be up here.
Enough to play the whole race.
Oh man, you drove yourself into this position. Without a doubt, you drove yourself into this position. You had that issue earlier in the race where you took the two tires trying to win stage 2. Didn't work out for you. Ended up finishing 12th in stage 2, but you drove yourself back up to 3rd. How did you find all that extra speed? Because I mean, you were at points 0.2, 0.3, half a second faster than the leaders.
Honestly, I don't even know. I didn't practice at all for this race except for before the race started. That's the only practice I had. So, honestly, don't know.
Wow, you had a great run, man. It was fun to watch you, make your way through the field and catch up and run back there in 3rd. But you had probably a harder time back there running 3rd than Greg and Josh did, because there were people actually battling back in that pack back there with you.
Yeah, I honestly thought running the outside against the wall would be better, but running the bottom seemed to work a lot better than that. So,
did anybody mow the lawn tonight? I know, Greg, you did.
I did.
You
Harvey
did?
Abrams did.
That first wreck where I heard Causey say "uh-oh," and I made the choice right then. I was like, I'm cutting the infield.
Oh yeah, you mowed the lawn. You 100% mowed the lawn about 15 times. Everybody did.
We give you, when you do that, you get a landscaper award.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
take it.
So you'll be
An
receiving.
award's an award.
So did you guys hear about the little gauntlet I threw down for Charlotte?
I sure did not.
So I know Patrick Gaspar is hosting a little thing for Charlotte where he wants the viewers to get involved on a best paint scheme for the race. So, I think they're giving away iRacing bucks or something for it, but I've thrown the gauntlet down to our viewers that me and Randy are going to pick our 2 favorite schemes for that night. And then the viewers are going to pick out of those 2 favorite schemes who is their favorite scheme. And that person's going to get 20 iRacing dollars.
Oh, that's good. So it's going to be between the 88, 89, 90, and 91.
As long as you have
best looking cars out there.
I don't know about that. On a weekly basis, I see 5 or 6 different cars that look better than your plain Jane paint scheme.
Hey! I painted these things.
Greg
Jeez,
made this in
now.
like 15
Hurt my
minutes, bro. What are
feelings.
you talking about?
I was going to say, you threw this all together on paint.net, right?
Yeah, I did actually.
That's his
But
bootleg
thanks
version.
a lot.
The bootleg version of Photoshop, paint.net.
Yep, actually I did. That's pretty good. Thanks. Glad you noticed.
No, you did a good job. I do like your paint schemes, but
It's junk.
yeah. Wow.
You guys, hey, we have to admit that your cars got the most talk the first race because we couldn't figure out what the girl with the ass cannon thing was. We were
Yeah, we didn't know what the panties were. We were really concerned on if we could even show that on Facebook at first.
Oh,
it's
you were
Willis's underwear line.
Yep.
I was
Wow.
still
Cannon
concerned.
underwear.
Is that so? That was we've asked this before, but I can't remember the answer to the question. Is that an actual product?
No,
Okay.
no, it should be. It should be. You have asked, but it should be.
It
yes.
should
It may be soon. I'll let you know.
Let us
Yeah.
know. We'll plug it on the page as long as you give me and Randy a pair. We'll
Yeah.
model
Hell
them
yeah,
for
brother.
you.
Oh yeah,
No
I really want to have some lace panties wearing.
Me,
Instead of ass cannon on the back of them.
They're
Have
not
you guys
laced.
watched-
They're Go ahead.
Have you guys watched the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So-
have seen bits and pieces of it. Yes.
so you
I
know
haven't
what
had
me
a
and
chance to
Randy
watch it.
Pepper both look like. We will gladly model those underwear for you.
Yeah, I know. I think I could probably have one of your faces put right on a pair of those underwear. That'd be great.
Wow. I tell you what, you might want to get a really big size for there, Mr.
Oh no! You need
Nick over there.
a really big pair of panties for me. But we're getting off topic. We're going off on a tangent, and this isn't the place for the tangent.
Oh, this is not podcast.
No, this is the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series, presented by iRacing. We have to say that now.
Yes.
Yep. Section 4.
Section 4, subsection 3. If you don't tell us it's presented by iRacing, we'll fire you. It's in my contract.
Yeah, absolutely.
Randy, do you have any questions for the 3 podium finishers?
Actually, I really don't. I just want to congratulate all 3 of you guys for running a great race. I wish you all the best of luck for the rest of the season, all 3 of you guys. I'd like to see somebody other than Greg and Causey, win a race this season. So, Charles and Josh, you guys have some work to do, don't you?
Yeah. Operation Don't Get Wrecked.
So next week,
Damn right.
next week is Darlington for 125 laps. My question to all 3 of you, and we'll go through you one by one. Either call your shot or tell us who you think's going to win. So, Greg.
Ooh, this is a rough track. If Scott Williams is here, I'm picking Scott next week. No, Scott's pretty good
Yep.
here.
He's so consistent. Like
Yeah, I know.
you can't shake him up. Like he's the same every single lap. He's gonna put the same lap time down. He's just
I
that
wish-
good.
I wish his work schedule hadn't changed and they switched him from 5 to 4 days. So he's heading to work later. He's trying to make it today and he couldn't. But he'll be
Yeah.
good. He'll be good.
All right.
I know Causey will be good. I don't think me and Causey have raced in another league here, and we both were about the same place in it. And it's not either one of our favorite tracks. Not to say that we can't drive it. It's just not
That
a
means
place
one of
we
them's
want to
gonna
be
win
at.
it. Every time they tell us this, Randy, it means one of them's going to win it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just sitting
So
here.
Josh, who's going to win it next week, Greg or Joseph?
Oof. I'm not answering that. I'm not gonna answer that. They're both. I think whoever can keep their car clean will win. So, that's a big thing, is not hurting your car. I
Yeah.
honestly think that if Christian Converse makes it, I know he had football practice tonight, but if he can make it next week and keep his car clean, the prodigy child, I think he'll have a good shot at it.
Does that kid not? Is there anything the kid doesn't do?
Do you actually think he's gonna race at Darlington?
I don't know. I mean, we literally have him labeled as the prodigy child in our Discord. That's what we refer to him as. So, I don't know. I'll bug him enough. He'll probably race next week if I can get him.
So, Josh, how old are you?
I'm 26, unfortunately.
And where do you live?
I live in Charleston, South Carolina.
Son of a
Okay,
bitch,
Charles.
I'm still the youngest here.
And Greg, where you live?
Maine, sir.
Wow.
Portland,
up
Maine,
there.
just outside
He-
of Portland, Maine.
He's a damn Yankee.
Hey,
Charles,
hey,
where you?
hey.
Charles, where you at? Charles, where are you at?
Fayetteville, West Virginia.
All right, so we got a couple Southern guys and one guy, the Yankees, way up there.
Hey, what's wrong with Yankees?
He's
You
almost-
know what? We're
Wait,
not
you
going
got-
to go. We're not
You
going
got
to
two
go down.
Yankees. All right, I'm just talking about these guys. Nick, just calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. I was, Greg's up there in Maine. What is up in Maine?
Moose.
Yeah, moose, lobster.
Meese.
Yeah, that's it.
There's not enough.
Moose,
There's not enough
lobster.
deer.
There's
Meese,
more-
lobster,
there's
and
more-
wildlife.
There are
you
more
guys-
restaurants per capita in the state of Maine or in the city of Portland than there are anywhere in the country.
There
And
are,
I'm not sure if we have more microbreweries per capita than anywhere else in the country
I
either.
think
Well,
Charleston
think,
might rival
think about
you
this.
there.
Ready? Maine doesn't have enough deer in their entire state to allow people to hunt on Sunday.
Wow.
Oh, did that pass? They're supposed to vote on that. Did that actually pass?
Well, they're going to vote on it. It's probably going to pass because
but there's not enough deer that they want to stop you from being able to hunt deer on Sunday.
Well, I mean, I get it. I tell you what, in my area, that's the truth. I've hunted my whole life, and when I was younger, you used to see a lot more deer than you do now.
Stop
So,
shooting
and it's-
them. There'll be
Well,
more
that's-
deer.
I understand that, but
I mean,
that's
you
what
live in
they-
Maine. There's nothing else to do except
But
shoot deer and moose.
Yeah, but I mean, they have a lottery for the moose. It draws quite a few people, and a lot of out-of-staters come to hunt the deer too. But
just
if you
nothing
open
to
up
do in Maine.
Sundays, no, there isn't. I mean,
Hey, we've got
live-
great hunting down here. If you ever want to come down to Florida, we have you can hunt deer, you can hunt alligator, and snakes.
What about wild boar? They get those too.
Those are on
Yeah,
the
we
beach.
got those
season all year round.
Greg, the wild boar are on the beach.
They're on the beach.
Yes, they're on the beach.
So what you said?
So
West
the
Coast or
snakes.
East Coast? I
Yes.
guess.
Hey, they swim in the mangroves. I've seen it on the Discovery
all right.
Channel.
All right, Randy, do you want to sign us off here?
No, I got to ask Charles who he thinks is going to win next
That's
week.
right. I'm sorry, Charles. Who do you think's gonna win?
Not me.
Any clue who?
I think you might, Charles.
No. Maybe Greg.
He had to think about that hard. Maybe
Yeah,
Greg.
Don't put that
Greg.
pressure on me for next week. Oh
That's
hell no.
Too bad. Too late.
You don't lay that mojo on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yep.
Too late.
He's just making sure that.
Help me,
Greg
Tom
doesn't win
Cruise!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure having all of our viewers out there tonight. Mr. Pepper, since you're so good at bringing us in, why don't you go ahead and bring us out?
Hey, folks. Thanks for watching tonight, the IVRL Buttkicker 140 from Kansas Speedway. You've been watching on the Ghost Fire Media Network. And don't forget, Friday night, we're back in the podcast. I'll be joining the guys in the booth. That's at 8 o'clock on YouTube. And you can also watch it on Twitch. And also, it'll be replayed on Spotify. So if you want to watch it some other time or listen to it on Spotify, you can do that as well. I'm going to say good night from the Sunshine State. Good night, guys.
You're watching iRacing on the Ghost Fire Media Network.